This week was a high mileage week for me. I did 42 miles. I've been averaging about 36. The running during the week was pretty uneventful. Did okay my speed day on Wednesday in contrast to last week. Today was the main reason for the higher miles. I ran 20 miles today. Easily the worst run of my life, but the source of my 3 learning points for this week. And those are: 1, trust the process; 2, hang in when things get really rough, because something good will come of it; and 3, recognise there are things you can't control and move on. I've got some video that kind of summarises today's run. Hey, so I'm just under 20 kilometres into my long run here on a Sunday here on the Space Coast, and I'm really struggling. I'm getting slower and slower, trying to do 20 miles, which is 32 kilometres, but it's a struggle. I'm at a water stop here now. Thank you Space Coast Runners and Running Zone for putting that out. I ran the first 16 kilometres with some friends here who run every Sunday, and so that really helped, but now I'm on my own. Maybe I've got over the worst now that I've got to the first water stop, but I'm as slow as I've been all day. It's days like this I'm glad I've got a coach, because I've got to finish and write up this run, and I don't want to say I didn't finish it. So that helps. I've got a new playlist, so that helps. So let's see how it goes. Okay, well, I made it to 15 miles now, and I'm 5 miles away from the car, so I might as well do this. Hopefully I can run the whole way back. I've slowed up, I'm even below 10-minute miles now. I think the way to look at it when you're struggling like this is, this last 5 miles for me is good practice for the mental feeling of what it might be like when I'm finishing the marathon and I'm really, you know, hitting the wall or really struggling. And so I'm going to look on this next 5 miles as practice for how to deal with that mentally, because that's kind of where I'm at right now. Okay, so that's 30 kilometres now. I'm still managing to keep it under 7-minute kilometres, but it's hard as hell. 2 to go. This is the worst run of my life. My breathing's fine, my heart rate's really low. I've just got a leg strength problem that clearly I need to work on. Okay, so I'm back home now. I'm absolutely exhausted. Positive things out today though, I did it, you know. I did the 20 miles even though I felt really bad. It's easy to get hung up on the negatives about today's run, how hard it was and so on, but I've got 9 weeks still to go. I ran 20 miles today. My legs may not be strong enough yet, but they will be. I've got a coach. She's put together the training plan. I've stuck with it so far. She's confident I can do it, so I've just got to hang in here and recognise that running a marathon is a hard, long thing, and so there's going to be times when it's really rough. The second point is that last 6 miles that I really, really struggled in is amazing training for the potential for that to happen in the actual marathon itself. I now really have a feel for what it's like, and when I was doing that today I was like, you've only got another hour and then you can enjoy the rest of the weekend. And I think, you know, having that kind of mindset, but having been through trying that, is really important. And the third thing is, like, one of the reasons I think this was such a struggle for me this week is I haven't felt well during the week. I kind of got ill as the week went on. You know, I felt it in my legs. That's something I just can't control. That could happen to me in the race, or I could injure myself the week before the race, or there could be a 40-knot headwind during the race when it comes. And so I've just got to accept that I could do everything possible that puts me in place to do the marathon in the time that I want, and it won't happen. And I think there's an important lesson in that for me, and that is that there's a real danger in completing a marathon or completing a marathon at a certain time, treating that as a bucket list item and just that being the whole focus of it. And I think for me, what I realise my goals have to be are completing the training effectively, following the training plan my coach gives, enjoying the runs with my friends at the weekend, enjoying meeting new friends, setting a goal of doing my very best. Now, of course I want to do the marathon in the time I'm targeting, but you know, let's make my bucket list the preparation items and do those extremely well and trust the process. And if it happens, it'll happen.